which one was this? Yeah. I'm here with a warrior, by the way. Ah, right. Last mission was the Transformers. If I go all the way, that beam. Execution. Wait. Initiating combat protocol. Eliminate intruders. Yeah, it's the guys we had last episode. Initializing new combat protocol, preparing link, begin synchronization. Yeah, now they combine. Brute justice. Double rocket punch. Now, finish him off. Of course, turn away from the explosion. Just to be cool. Midas complete. The second core, I do believe. Once that's out of commission, Alexander won't be going anywhere. Diane, would that I could see you just once more. Farewell, my love. Hello, quick things. You. Too frightened to face us alone, I see. Not that I blame you. We all know what Serenia did to you last time. To usher in future that has been weak, even stronger Scobby must sometimes pretend to be weak and let enemies win. Oh, pretending, were you? And I suppose losing this core was all part of your plan? Don't make me laugh. You know as much about the future as we do. QuickThings knows all. For example, QuickThings knows one among uplanders carries truth fragment of Enigma Codex. It seems the game's up, Biggs. There's no hiding the truth from QuickThings. Very well, I admit it, I have the fragment. But I won't be handing it over to the likes of you. Oh, Wedge, didn't you hear him? He knows all. Which means he knows what you're carrying as a worthless rock, while I got the genuine article tucked away in me small gloves. QuickThings already knows the conclusion of Apple's childish games. He's coming for me. What he's waiting for. Long ago was outcome decided. Uplanders think they are victorious, but luck is no friend to them today. What? And now Enigma Codex belongs to Illuminati. All pieces fall into our hands. As far as I can make out, the thing's in good working order. No damage, no signs of tampering. I can only think it was an energy fluctuation that did it. Just bad luck. Bad luck? You're saying it was pure chance that the platform stopped at that exact moment? Then what about quick things? There's no way you could have predicted something like that. The odds would be infinitesimal. Well, however he did it, the fact remains that he did. But that doesn't mean we have to stand for it. When someone takes something from you, you just have to take it back. Forgive me. Through my incompetence, the Illuminati have all they need to control Alexander. Though the beast is now immobile, I cannot help but feel that matters are worse. Nor do our troubles end there. In our absence, Backrix seems to have taken leave of his senses. Twice I cannot think of a logical explanation to what happened back there. Not only did the platform malfunction at precisely the right moment, but Quick Things was on the only one that didn't. And it just happened to be in exactly the right place to catch the codex fragment. Do you know how difficult it would be to orchestrate something like that? Much as predict it? What a bunch of bleeding dolts. Why don't we just leave a fragment here with Backrix? Still, we did do one thing right, I suppose. The second course out of action if that primer's going nowhere. Pshaw. Do uplanders forget something? Matters are too urgent for such foolish doings. What? Tongue flaps of Uplander make Backrix almost laugh. Uplander claims already to have stopped core and lost fragment to Quick Things. Huh. Look here, Uplander. Backrix has brain case like steel trap, catching all heard things, all seen things. And he saw Uplanders leave but few moments ago. Huh. Backrix senses something is amiss. So that's what Midas meant with he's lost his senses. A gob in the machine. Backrix is certain that Uplanders left for Metal Giant only moments before returning. He watches Uplanders disappear over horizon with two own eyes. But it's impossible to return so soon if Uplander's tale is true. Why, Treasure Hunter also makes such claims. Backrix does not know. Go, Uplander. Trade tongue flags with Midas, and together think of explanation. Have you been able to make any sense of Backrix's account? According to his version of the events, we would scarcely have had time to reach the core, much less shut it down. But we were all there. We all know what happened. Are you sure he's not just confused? Maybe he got lost in all that data of his and forgot the time. I'm afraid not. That is, unless a goblin standing watch near Alexander was also confused. His reports corroborate with Backrix's. No, something else is going on here. I'm certain of it. The question is what? If we assume for the moment that the goblin's accounts are true, then hardly any time passed since we entered the barrier around Alexander. Time stopped? Impossible. Impossible? You mean like Quick Things predicting exactly what was going to happen in the core room? I hate to say it, but maybe he wasn't talking out of his ass. If time doesn't work the same in there, maybe he saw the future. There may be another explanation for that. There's a device deep within Alexander capable of performing complex mathematical calculations. It is not outside the realm of possibility that it could be used to predict the outcome of simple events. Using mathematics to predict the future. Now, even if I could believe that, it wouldn't explain this business with Backrix. Bix is right. Perhaps the presence of a primal somehow disrupted the flow of time within the barrier. It's only a theory, of course, and a far-fetched one at that, but it might go some way towards explaining recent events. To be clear, you're implying that the Illuminati are aware of this temporal disruption and have been using it to somehow gaze into the future? Very well, if you're willing to accept that, why not go further? Might it not be the case that they have found a way to bend time to their will? By moving back and forth in time, the Illuminati could effectively manipulate the present however they saw fit. They would ever remain one step ahead of us, our every effort doomed to fail from the first. Now that's a sobering theory. But it's only a theory, right? There's no point panicking just yet. Wedge, give a chief a call on your link pro. Why don't you? If anyone knows how to untangle this knot, it's him. Chief, it's me. It's about Alexander. We've noticed something strange about time inside the Primal. What? No, not our time inside the Primal. The time. I mean, time itself. Chief, it might be best if you came here. I will wait your arrival. It seems like only yesterday that Rounddogs and I spent a few happy hours here sorting through a collection of treasures. How did things come to this? Backrix senses danger looming in future. A blender is welcome to view data which might help prevent it. So if you want to read up on what happened previously, you have the data. But Chief says he's on the way, and I think I heard Y'Storna's voice on the other end as well. She kept asking him what I was talking about. I've heard some strange things in my time, but this might well top the lot. Just thinking about it gives me a sore head. No sense wrecking our brains however it will. But Chief will only end up proving us wrong. Come on, I want to... Destination. Is that a heated debate I hear? Boys, you started without me. Now, what was that you were saying over the link poll? Something about running out of time? Sid insisted that I accompany him, though I would have come even had he not. Matters have taken a turn for the worse, I gather. You can say that again. The etheric fluctuations are akin to those I observed shortly before the Primal's awakening. In the absence of a functioning core, its form is dissipating, albeit slowly. Y'Storna, would you mind lending me your goggles for a moment? It can't hurt to have a second opinion. What? What in the seven else? The ever pouring from a primal is flowing backwards, as if time were passing in reverse. This cannot be. Such a phenomenon is wholly without precedent. Knowing so little of his primate's capabilities, however, it would be remiss to discount the possibility outright. If it is as we fear, then at this very moment, Alexander could be undoing our efforts to shut down its course. All our labors will have been for naught. The treasure hunter of whom I heard so much. You seem unperpetuated by our outlandish speculations. Was this perhaps the subject of Wedge's communication? Gods help us. If there's any truth to this, it won't matter how many cores we disable. The Illuminati will simply undo any damage we cause. But what do we do, Chief? How do we even begin to fight something like that? To erase the past. To return to a clean slate. Could Diane have known? Preparations for restoration of Enigma Codex are complete. Calculations show margin of error for future readings is 0.03%. Foolish gobby. When future is decided, there is no error. There is no failure. Listen well, chosen of Illuminati. At last all pieces are in place. No longer must wise suffer foolishness of unwise. Time has come to backstrike. Inferiors will make way for perfect world or die. Now, restore Enigma Codex. Now is Alexander Illuminati's to control. Soon will cores disabled by uplanders be disabled no longer. Reverse time. Once power flows to third core, Alexander will be fully operational, and with third core will its true potential awaken. Wings of time will unfurl, and all of history will be at mercy of Illuminati. Chosen ones will amend mistakes of past, and reshape world into perfection. At last, prophecies of Enigma Codex will be fulfilled. Quick Things Allfords will rule as king of new world, of correct world, chosen ones, menders of history, be proud to serve as builders of his paradise. We don't have the luxury of time to plan our next step. We must rescue Roundrocks without delay, for her sake and ours. It seems we have more questions than answers when this primal is concerned. If the Illuminati really can see into the future, does that mean they already know what they're going to do next? Yestola and the chief have returned to Matoya's cave. Don't worry, between them, they're sure to find the answer to our problem. If it isn't waiting on a shelf in the Charlian Annals, it'll be in some forgotten corner of the chief's brain, you mark my words. And the next time we meet Quick Things, we'll be ready for him. Adventurer, there's something I would like to discuss with you, but perhaps it would be best to wait until we're safely back at the short stop. I will see you there. Of course, we couldn't walk on the 3-step way. I suppose I should start by apologizing for everything. Were it not for me, the Illuminati would never have summoned that infernal machine, or gained the means to control it. And now Quick Things possesses the power to manipulate time, to foresee the future and erase the past. I did not think how he would use it. Returning the course to their former state was but a foretaste. When all three are active and Alexander can traverse both time and space, nothing will stand between the Illuminati and that twisted utopia. We cannot let it come to that, Serenia. Somehow, we must find a way to stop them. But first, we must rescue Roundrocks. Of all the innocent victims of this sorry tale, her plight pains me the most. The short stop just isn't the same without her. I hope someone will keep her treasures safe until she returns. And I think I ended here. So, Alexander can time travel. Apparently. Yeah. This could become tricky, right? But we will see if and how we solve this. Until next time, I'm Mace, and don't get lost.